Child, when I told y'all that y'all needed to leave Wendy Williams, aka my mother, alone, I didn't literally mean alone.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you, on you, want you on my face, so shawty, come and swing my way.
Listen, I know y'all want to get to the tea, and baby, we will. But for those of y'all that's been living under a rock, baby, my name is Santana. I only been on YouTube since like 2016. Started off going viral, telling stories about my crazy life. A couple of years later, I started doing ratchet recipes, went viral on TikTok. Then I opened up a channel, Aligning Souls, where I was, using my spiritual and psychic gifts to help the girls and whip them back into alignment. In other words, baby, she's gifted. And see, now I'm here to share all of those gifts on one channel. So I mean, whether it's a deep dive, a commentary video, cooking, music, reading horoscopes, baby, if I want to upload a video of me picking my nose and breathing for 60 minutes, I'ma do it. My house, my rules. I mean, I just ask that y'all follow me over on Twitter so I can stop talking to myself. And before you go and try to seek help and seek therapy, baby, seek me. Go to my website and book yourself a personal reading if you need one. Now, feel free to sound off in the comments, but be respectful and act like you got that act right. Now, this channel is for critical thinkers. We may not always agree. You may not always even like me. But one thing's for sure, your life will be changed after experiencing me. So subscribe. Now, enough of me rambling, child. I think we made it past the part that was needed to get this video monetized, child. Nah, you what we doing. Nah. Let's get into it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
What is going on, y'all? It's Santana, aka Chi-Chi, and we are back for another Let's Talk About It. And unfortunately, y'all, hold on, let me go ahead and set this. Okay. Unfortunately, y'all, today we gotta talk about my mother. We gotta talk about my mother, okay? The woman who made it all possible. Miss Wendy Williams. Miss, put it where? Back there. Put that where? Back there. There's a tranny in that apartment. Listen, if you don't know, if you do not know, baby, we're gonna catch you up. We're gonna catch you up because I've been seeing those tea times that you've been sending in, and I'm thankful for them. And tea times are most definitely coming back. Matter of fact, speaking of, so real quick, y'all, I want to bring back my infamous tea times. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically it's the same thing as story times, but instead of me telling my own tea, baby, the spotlight is on you. So this is the time to ask your advice, or just get something off your chest, or just tell an experience you had. Now, whether it's about a best friend that betrayed you, a F-boy, a boss, a job you hated, a one-night stand, child, I really don't give a damn. All I ask is that you send a long, juicy, detailed email to skyteatimes@gmail.com, and I'll send her a video around you and share your story with the class as I get my response and reactions. Now, don't be sending me no 2-sentence emails, bitch. Because when it comes to these stories, I'm gonna need you to fuck it up, ho. Before I fuck you up, ho. Period. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm accepting tea times. Okay, so definitely right into that. But if you don't know, tea times is, like I said, it's something that I used to do years ago, and it just used to be hella hilarious. Like, listen, I can't wait to do them again because I done found all my old sound effects and all of that. So it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a key. But unfortunately today, what we got to talk about is not a key. What we have to talk about is not a key. Miss Wendy Williams. Definitely somebody who is missing because, like, everybody and their mama keeps talking about Age of Aquarius and Truth coming out. Oh my God, it's the year of the expose and da 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 da. And then when you have the whole Megan versus Nicki, and then Nicki versus Lotto, Nicki versus Cardi, Ice Spice versus Lotto, like Cat Williams versus everybody. Like, when you have all of these different people that are literally beefing, the one person that makes sense of it all would be Wendy. especially in a year when, these billionaires are getting exposed. I mean, look at Diddy, look at Cassie, look at what just went on with that. It's like Wendy would be the person to not only give you the tea, okay, the background tea that she's been saying for years that people was hating her for saying. Okay, because a lot of this stuff she already told y'all, but y'all looked at her sideways. Okay, a lot of the years y'all said Wendy need to go mind her business. Oh, Wendy's too old to be doing that. Why she always gossiping? Why she always in somebody's business? Like she wasn't getting paid for this shit. Okay, but now all of a sudden y'all fucking miss her. But it's okay. We gonna go along and play along. Okay, since we want to lie, in the age of Aquarius, since we want to lie and act like we was all the biggest fans of Wendy, we're gonna lie and play along. But now is a time where she's definitely needed. And so we all know the history. She started on radio, then she ended up having her own show, and then things went south between her and her husband. And then it's like ever since things went south between her and her husband, her life just fell apart and became a mess. She fell out on TV. Y'all still run around with those memes as though it's funny. I've never, not once, laughed at anybody who poked fun at that. Like it's still is triggering. Like it's not funny to me at all. But okay, y'all ran around with that meme. Her health was declining. There was rumors about things that was going on behind the scenes of the show, and then eventually, ultimately, Wendy was no longer on television. Okay, it was about a year or two, like the last two seasons, where she had a whole bunch of people guest co-hosting for her, filling in all of this type of shit while she was in and out of rehab, and then we didn't know what was going on. We got a documentary. We got a documentary to the documentary, and we thought, okay, maybe she would come back, especially once COVID died down and this, that, and the third. But none of that happened. So time goes on. Sherry ends up literally taking her space, taking her place, taking her location, her job, all of that. Like, and I love Sherry down. Sherry Shepherd is like probably my favorite female comedian. Like, I love her. Love Sherry Shepherd. Love her. I'm an avid watcher of the Sherry Show. I'm an avid watcher of Two Funny Mamas. Like, I have fallen in love with Sherry. I love her. And she was the best person and the only person to be the successor to the Wendy Show. So let me make that clear. She was the only person that Wendy really felt comfortable with having, guest co-host for her, because Wendy actually liked Sherry. And so when Sherry was filling in for Wendy, she got a standing ovation. People loved her, whatever. That's how she ended up with her own show. But we're not going to sit and act like the Sherry Shepherd Show is not literally the Wendy Williams Show. It's the exact same show. Just new colors, new logo, new wigs, but it's the exact same show, exact same team, exact same wardrobe stylist, exact same hair person, exact same, people behind the scenes. And I mean, I guess a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's the same production company, Detmar Mercury, but like it's literally the exact same show. And I'm not here to argue about that. Like I said, this is my motherfucking mother. Okay. And so I was there, during the days of Dons and the Divas and the Balls. And again, put that where? Back there. I was there, the earlier seasons of Wendy when Omarosa came on the couch and was snatching the microphone away from her, snatching a book away from her, and they was about to get to scrapping. I was there the first couple of seasons when nobody wanted to come on the show because of how messy she was and her mouth, and she had to tone it down so that she could start allowing A-list celebrities on her goddamn show. I've never not once missed an episode. In fact, I was there also on a YouTube channel that ended up going away after Wendy went away. But it was a YouTube channel called Dylan, where literally it was all of these different compilations. Like, even if you hated Wendy, I promise you, go watch a Wendy compilation. You will fall in love. It was everything from like how you doing compilation to, things that she was known for saying, like, ooh, the killer. It'd be a compilation about that. It'd be a compilation of like her eating, like just all of these hilarious ass compilations of Ask Wendy. So I was there and I was a fan, and she is needed. Sherry's also needed. She's also needed. They're both needed. But the Sherry Shepherd Show is the Wendy Show, just with a few added adjustments. Either way, I still love both shows. But nonetheless, we looking like, okay, where's Wendy? When is she coming back? Is she coming back with a show? What's going on? So now It's 2024. Not even a month into the new year. Okay. Not even a month into the new year. We finally get a chance at what's going on. Get a chance to see what's going on. So very, very depressing. Like extremely depressing. Kind of puts you into one of those moods where it's just like, ah, damn. Like, damn. Like it like almost like really like makes you start crying or like start tearing up. It's just like, wow, Wendy, like, wow. And I mean, she's not really saying anything that she hasn't already said. It's just that again, now all of a sudden everybody trying to act like they a Wendy supporter and y'all love her and y'all miss her. And sometimes absence makes the heart go fonder. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe she needed to go away for a little bit for people to appreciate her and actually miss her and realize that she's a necessary part of not just hip hop or Hollywood, but like culture, like just everything, right? But like she's been saying this stuff for years. And if you've been an avid watcher like how I've been, you know that she didn't have really many friends to rely on. You knew that like, she was one of those people where it was just like, okay, my family is everything. And by family, it meant like, her mother, her father, and then of course her mother passed, and then it was like her husband was her everything. Her husband and her son, their dynamic was everything to her. Like that was her world. Okay. And then on top of it, she's a Cancer. Cancer's rule fourth house, which is the house of home, moon, ruled by the moon. Like Cancer's, like that's all that energy is. It's just like home and family and being a mother and being nurturing and all of that. Right. But to see how far things have gotten, it's just like, yikes. Because it all started with her husband that she was with, Kelvin. And then after they got divorced, that's when everything started going downhill. That's when, of course, that Mara Mercury is going to do what they got to do. And like the show still got to go on. So, they did what they did. They canceled her show. They brought in Sherry. And to me, I'm gonna just say this now. Because the Sherry show and the Wendy show are literally the same thing, except for a few tweaks and changes. And please don't start being a fucking dumbass and try to get in the comments and argue me about that. It's literally the same motherfucking show. It's the same show. And again, I'm as much of a stan as I am of Wendy and the Wendy show. I'm a stan of Sherry and the Sherry Shepherd show. But adding the Laugh Lounge doesn't change the fact that it's the same exact fucking show. And I still feel like that Mara Mercury did Wendy dirty by allowing that to happen. They could have at least switched up the Sherry show a lot more. It's the same exact setup. Come in. Wendy's thing was to say, how you doing? Sherry's thing is to say hi family, but you come in, you got the camera zooming all around you while you run and race to your chair while the theme song is playing. Instead of saying how you doing, she says, hey family, sit down, say hi to everybody, say hi to the cameraman, say hi to the producer, say hi to the director that everybody knows, which is Marcos, Norman, the white lady, I forgot her name, Suzanne, was on the first season, but she's not there no more. They tried to act like Norman was getting fired, but Norman is still there. He just not on camera anymore, but they still reference him every now and then. And so her Suzanne is I don't know why I can't think of the names right now. Like I don't like I wasn't just sitting here watching a Sherry show right before this, but my point is that it's the same damn show. Okay. After she says hi to everybody, she says hi to the audience. Then she gets into a whole inner monologue about what she did last weekend or this past weekend, what she looking forward to during the week, what she done ate. Same shit that Wendy used to do. And then we get into the hot topics. And then, even how long the hot topics is. Because hot topics, again, when I say I'm a stand. Hot topics started out for being like maybe like 5-10 minutes. And Wendy had to fight to get it up to 20-30 minutes. She had to fight for that. Okay, so the fact that even the Sherry show is up to now being, hot topics for the first 15 to 20 minutes or however long it is, that's something that Wendy had to fight for. Because Wendy didn't start off being able to talk that much for that long. So, it's just that Mara Mercury dropped the ball with Wendy. And I feel like they really, really disrespected her the way that they allowed her to just leave like that in a time where she needed help the most. They dropped the ball, and I get it. Business has to go on. Okay, like we all understand capitalism and the way that shit truly works. I get it. But for somebody that made you that much money and all, and it was just disrespectful all the way through. It was just fucking disrespectful all the way through. And then to not only give a show to the person that she said could fill in for her, now it's looking like this girl done took over her show. It's like my show gets canceled, and then little did I know the girl that I had, hired to come help me is now my replacement, and that she gets her own show, and it's literally my exact same show except with new colors, a new segment under a new name. Like y'all could have at least, at the very least, switched up the show a lot more. Like, and this is what I mean when I say don't get in the comments saying, oh, it's not the same show. There's differences. It's the same fucking show. Because just like how you wouldn't look at the Wendy Williams show and the Sherry Shepherd show and then look at the talk and say it's the same, or look at like The View in Wendy, or like what else? Like the Nick Cannon show in Wendy, or Wildin' Out in Wendy. Exactly. It's two different styles of talk shows. Completely different, and it's not even similar in a way where it's like the talk versus the view. Like you can see obvious difference with that, or like the real versus the view. You could see obvious differences with that. No, it's the same exact show, same exact show, same people, same segment, same everything. Okay, just different names. And I get it that they already had that Wendy fan base built in, and so they had that time slot, and they didn't want to lose out money, and they wanted to make the transition easy, but it was still a slap in the face for Wendy. And so moving forward, again, I followed Wendy from radio, and it doesn't matter what Wendy's doing. She could be on a podcast, she could be sitting in front of a phone making TikTok videos. She's going to be entertaining. But I personally wonder for all of the people that became a Wendy fan because of the antics of the Wendy show, more so the Detmar Mercury production, okay, that was put on, if they're going to fall off or they're going to continue to follow her, because that's going to be the real test. Right now, Wendy ain't around. And right now, everybody want to use Wendy for her mouth and, hearing her gossip and this, that, and the third. But like after the initial period of everybody being shocked that she's back and seeing her come back, how many people are really truly going to stick around? That's what I want to know. That's what I really want to know. Even though she has a loyal fan base, I do feel like she, it's not like people just going to tune in for the mess and then 2 weeks later she going to be having like 10 viewers. No, I don't believe that. But at the same time, I don't know. I still think about that because it's just like, we saying that we want another Wendy Williams TV show, but I just wanted to prepare y'all and let y'all know it's going to be completely different than how the Wendy show was, because it's not going to be the same production company. She would be a damn fool to go back to the same production company. And I highly doubt that after everything that she's been through, that the door is still open, that they would even want to work with her again. So it's going to look completely different and feel different. But I don't know. I mean, I'm here for the Lifetime documentary, but I hope that this is a step in the right direction in terms of getting her help and getting her back out there, if that's what the universe wants for her. Because we can want all we want, but if it's bad for her health, then it's bad for her health. And then what also leaves me with a like low feeling in my stomach is the fact that the documentary is called Where's Wendy Williams? Of course, that can be in present tense, but like that can be a metaphor, like where's Wendy? Like everybody's asking, where's Wendy? Or that can literally be a bitch, where the hell is Wendy? Like we went to her apartment and she is not there. Because there was an article a couple of weeks ago that came out saying that she left and moved out of New York and moved back to Miami somewhere to be closer to her parents. Mind you, I know exactly where she was living too, because I used to ride past her all the time when I was doing deliveries. And I would say hi from outside the building. She lives right there off of literally right on the Western Parkway. Like if you're from New York, if you're from the city, you know how you got like the Ville or whatever, and then you got like that highway right there. Like that's literally the side she lives on, like that highway right there. And she lives right where she lived in the building. I don't even know what that neighborhood is called. It's not Tribeca. Child, let me pull up a map. Not on my city. Oh yeah, but it's okay, so yeah, it is Tribeca. It's Tribeca Financial District. Okay. Yeah, Tribeca Financial District. And yeah, right there on the west highway. Tribeca Financial District. Okay. Like probably like a block away from the World Trade Center. Okay. And I'm saying all of that just to say, I mean, because it's a luxury building. It ain't like billionaires living in it, and it ain't like you can just protrude up in that child. Okay. But I love me some Wendy. I do. And plus she's a Jersey girl like me. Like she got my heart forever. That's my mother. I don't know, child. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below, because it's so sad. It is so sad. It really is truly, truly sad. But child, before we get the hell up out of here, y'all already know, go stream my new motherfucking song, Show Me the Money.
Whatever you want, babe. Whatever you need, babe. That's all I'll come through a song. Gotta show me the money. Whatever you want, babe. Whatever you need. Show me I'll come through a song. Gotta show me the money. I take Cash App, I take Venmo, I take Zelle, whatever else you're looking for. Got a deposit if you're trying to come and get to know. My time is worth money, nigga, that ain't criminal. You can talk all that talk, but to me it's just a game.
Okay, so yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Definitely let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below. As if I give a fuck, definitely make sure you stream my music, swing my way, and show me the money as if you give a fuck. And follow me on TikTok, y'all, because I'm rebuilding my TikTok pages. Ratchet Recipes is already built up. You could go on that page to find some cooking recipes. I am coming back with that full force in the next couple of weeks. So be looking out for cooking content. I'm dead ass about that, because when I started TikTok, they was not making money, okay? And I got 150,000 subscribers. Well, it's 140 now. And now motherfuckers making money. You think I'm about to miss out on money? Bitch, listen. So go follow my motherfucking Ratchet Recipes TikTok, because I will be back. I'm not missing that bag, okay, before they take it away. Y'all know how these social media sites be doing. Speaking of, follow my personal TikTok, Sky Santana, Sky with an X in the middle, okay? Because I gotta start building on my TikTok and start getting my commentary going over there. Because the way that I saw hella people from TikTok at the Grammys, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk. That's gonna have to be a whole other video. But I'm just like, okay. Let me not miss out on my blessing. Okay, so go follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the Patreon, book your person to read, and then I'll see y'all hoes on the next one. Bye.
Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas throwing up, but wasn't when I'm coming up. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas throwing up, but wasn't.